In this tutorial I will teach you how to use Impulse. You can access it simply by going to Instruments, and here is the Impulse. You can load a blank impulse just by clicking and dragging, but you can also load an already made kit, which contains 8 different sounds. But the percussion is different. It contains some presets, some settings which are for the volumes, phaser, and reverb, along with delay and sample stretch, something like that. You can load any preset you want. The Impulse is a kind of instrument that can play 8 notes on the keyboard, which are only white notes, no black notes. This is a very cool feature if you want to make a simple drum beat with only 8 drums. So hear me play the percussion. I can select some other kits, like this. Okay, let's record some very simple beat with this Impulse kit. Turn on the metronome and record. Alright, this is just an example. Click the MIDI clip and here are the notes. As you can see, it only has 8 different notes. Select them all, right-click, quantize. You can also copy the notes and make sure that the beat will sound more dramatic by adding some additional notes like this. Oh, that sounds nice. So, let me explain some basics of the Impulse. The start parameter is the beginning of the sample. As you can see, for the kick, it would be perfect if the start is slightly over 0, like 1. But that adds some sound frequency at the beginning. Maybe this sounds better. You can stretch it, but it's not very effective. You can stretch a sound like hi-hat, for example. This is the note E. You can also do the same with the snare, which is the note D, but that's S on my keyboard. Oh, this sounds cool, but I want the regular sample to be used for snare. You can also change the tom sounds, which are G and H on the keyboard. There are some other parameters like decay. But you can play the sample by pressing this button. By pressing this button, you will reveal the hot swap mode. You can select some samples from the library. The packs contain various samples that you can use. This sounds great, but I'm not gonna use it in this song. And if I want to change one more sample, which is cymbal, I can select something from this library. Cool. Let's move on to the next step. With the Impulse plugin, you can adjust various parameters such as softness, this adds some softer frequencies. Velocity, which adds the note velocity. Every time you enlarge it, it becomes like high frequency, for example. And you can also randomize the sample. It does the same as velocity, but if you turn on the saturation, you can overdrive the sample. But this kinda hurts my speakers. I will only put a little bit of drive. For the kick, you can also set overdrive. But you have to press the button in order to change. You can turn on saturation and insert some drive. And this sounds like a great techno drum. This can be perfect if you want the bass sound inside your own beat. If you want to put the saturation to the hi-hats, this is what will it sound like. It would be a destroyer sound. So for the filter, you can put some high pass or low pass frequency. You can adjust the frequency like this, and here's what will happen. It will be climbing up. This can be perfect for some kind of disco melody. You want to enlarge that frequency, but to make sure that you can adjust frequency, you have to put some other plugin, which is for the high pass or low pass, or maybe simply an EQ plugin, which is a thing I'm not gonna talk about in this tutorial. So the trig is the trigger, like you can put the velocity, which increases the velocity of your note at being played. Those are the mute and solo switches. You can mute this track, meaning that you won't hear it in this sequence. Or you can put solo, but you can put both mute and solo at the same time. Don't do it, because you won't hear anything. Just solo if you want only the kick sounds. Alright, so you can make your own impulse simply by adding various sounds that are already made, but you can also download a sample pack online. To make your own custom impulse, just put the blank impulse and load samples. You can load any sample you want. You can load multiple kick sounds or multiple hi-hats. But I would suggest you to pick some kind of kit that contains multiple sounds. As you can see, I have just randomly added some sounds inside. And when I play this custom impulse kit, here is how it will sound like. I'm gonna lower the volume right now. Alright, you can customize the impulse simply by adding different presets which are already available in the instruments menu. Like, you can add a different kit if you want. Some of those impulse kits allow you to change the volumes like this, but you can also adjust volume simply by adjusting the velocity in your MIDI clip. Alright, that's it with this tutorial. As you can see, you can experiment with the volumes, add various effects like saturation, softness, and adjust the decay. So you can use the impulse to make a custom minimalist drum kit with only 8 sounds. And you can put multiple impulses into your project. So, consider subscribing if you want more useful videos for music production. Have a good day and happy producing!